For 4 years, my husband and I planned for the perfect time to have a baby. We worked hard to make sure that we had a good home, a car, and a job where I could have maternity leave. But nothing worked as I planned. At the beginning of the week, I found out I was pregnant. And by the end of the week, I found out that I had to live my life in Toronto. My mother in law was very sick. We quit our jobs, sold our car and furniture. My husband went back to take care of her, and I went back to my parents. But just before I gave birth, I decided I want to go back to Toronto. My husband couldn't come with me, and he was afraid that it was too great a risk. But this was one thing in my dream I could make come true. I didn't have a place to live, so I was staying with my friend. I wasn't even registered to any hospital in Toronto. So when I showed up at his general hospital, nurses up there were very upset with me. One elderly nurse told me, "What are you doing here? Where's your husband?" I felt like I made a big mistake coming back to Toronto. After I gave birth to my daughter, I have to admit that whenever I looked at her, she reminded me a lot about my own childhood. I was scared. How can I protect her from all the dark things in the world? All the bad memories were coming back to me. It was hard for me to control. I remember that I was having lots of sleepless nights. I heard about postpartum depression before. I didn't know the feeling I was having. It was the same thing. I couldn't cope with it all by myself. 2 months after my daughter was born, I got an apartment in Regent Park. Right away, I started to go out to all the programs in the neighborhood. I started to volunteer at Young Street Mission. I knew Karen for a while. One day I was very disturbed and she asked me to come to her office. She asked if I was okay. It had been a long time since someone had asked me that question. I felt like I can talk to her. I felt protected. Everything didn't get better in one day or 1 month, but I had found a place I knew I could go back to whenever I needed help.